Hey there, Walking Dead fans. Negan, love him or hate him, he's one of the most compelling characters in the series. His charm, brutality, and strict code of loyalty make him a true enigma. But if there's one thing Negan can't stand, it's disloyalty. And trust me, when you cross him, he makes sure you'll regret it. In today's deep dive, we're exploring 5 unforgettable moments that prove Negan's zero-tolerance policy for betrayal. Stick around, it's gonna get intense. The punishment of Spencer Monroe. Let's start with Spencer Monroe. You remember him, right? The guy who had the guts to try and backstab Rick, but not the guts to stand up to Negan. Spencer decided to cozy up to Negan, offering to betray Rick and take over Alexandria. But Negan? He doesn't just listen to words, he reads between the lines. Spencer's suggestion screamed disloyalty, not just to Rick, but to the very concept of earning leadership. Negan doesn't respect cowards, and in this case, he made an example out of Spencer in the most brutal way possible. One swift motion, a knife to the gut, and Negan's verdict was clear. You got no guts. This moment cemented Negan's philosophy. If you can't earn power, you don't deserve it. Betrayal doesn't make you a leader, it makes you a liability. And liabilities don't last long in Negan's world. The tragic lesson of Dr. Carson. Next, let's talk about Dr. Carson. Dwight framed him for helping Sherry escape, and Negan wasn't happy about this so-called betrayal. Now, whether Carson was actually guilty didn't matter. Negan needed to set an example. In classic Negan fashion, he turned a tense situation into a horrifying spectacle. Without hesitation, he grabbed Carson and threw him headfirst into a furnace. It was brutal, shocking, and undeniably effective. Negan's message was clear. Loyalty is non-negotiable. Even the suspicion of betrayal can lead to the most gruesome consequences. Dwight's test of loyalty. Poor Dwight. This guy was stuck in one of the most toxic relationships with Negan. Dwight's loyalty was always being tested, and the infamous burning iron scene is a prime example. When Dwight's wife Sherry helped Daryl escape, Negan didn't just punish Sherry, he went after Dwight to test his allegiance. He forced Dwight to deliver the punishment himself and even branded his own face with a hot iron to keep him in line. This wasn't just about pain, it was about power. Negan wanted everyone to know that even his closest allies weren't immune to consequences. The message? If you want to survive under Negan, you'd better stay loyal. Simon's betrayal and downfall. Now, let's talk about Simon. At first, he seemed like Negan's right-hand man, always ready to enforce the rules. But behind the scenes, Simon was plotting a takeover. He didn't agree with Negan's methods of keeping people alive and decided to go rogue. When Negan found out about Simon's disloyalty, he didn't just get angry, he made it personal. Negan challenged Simon to a one-on-one fight, and let's be real, Simon never stood a chance. Negan strangled him to death with his bare hands, proving once again that betrayal has no place in his ranks. This scene wasn't just about Negan maintaining control, it was about sending a message to everyone. Negan may seem like a charismatic leader, but cross him and you'll face the ultimate price. Daryl's defiance. And finally, we have Daryl Dixon, the ultimate rebel. Negan tried everything to break him: imprisonment, torture, and psychological manipulation. But Daryl refused to submit. To Negan, this wasn't just defiance, it was disloyalty to the order he was trying to establish. Remember when Daryl lashed out and punched Negan? That act of defiance could have cost him his life. But instead of killing him, Negan decided to play the long game, keeping Daryl as a prisoner to break his spirit. Daryl's resilience was a direct challenge to Negan's authority, and while Negan didn't kill him, the psychological warfare he waged was just as brutal. Daryl's rebellion serves as a reminder that even when faced with unimaginable pressure, some people simply can't be broken. So there you have it. 5 unforgettable moments that prove Negan doesn't mess around when it comes to loyalty. Whether it's gut-wrenching punishments or psychological battles, Negan's philosophy is crystal clear. Betray him and you'll pay the price. What do you think about Negan's code of loyalty? Was he justified or did he take things way too far? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Negan's world, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Inside the Walking Dead, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another episode. Until next time, stay safe, stay loyal, and remember, don't mess with Negan.